All right, it's Cigar Saturday Live. Good evening, everyone. Matty, Rock, and Sanj there at Sanj's place in New Jersey, and also joining us from New Jersey, Chef Robert Cho. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's happening, everybody? I hear that Chef Cho has you have a new place, fairly new place.
Yeah, fairly new place. We're doing some soft opens in Ridgewood, New Jersey, called Kimchi Smoke, FatCho Shack. Matty's been by one time. Hope Sanj makes it very soon. You know, we're doing a lot of different things like pastrami and the new Cho burgers. So it's just going to be a lot of fun over there.
Nice. Building on what you've done so well for a while there at Kimchi Smoke, which is tell us where in New Jersey these places are.
Yeah, we're in northern Bergen County, northern Jersey, a little north of Paramus. So a little bit ways off, but, you know, people do find us. You know, they take a trek. It's better than going to New York these days, so just come to Jersey.
Nice. Matty, you've already been sampling the new place a little?
There's a problem because the place is strategically located about 1.2 miles from the bench. So I'm going to be changing my name from Matty Rock to Fatty Rock. It's going to be dangerous, so we're going to have to put a treadmill outside in front of FatCho.
So I mean, you could. What do you walk from the bench to Cho's? Is that what you're doing, or?
No, I could. Doesn't mean I would. I mean, technically I could. It's not that far from Walktown, but it goes against the Husky lifestyle. So I will probably drive the 3 minutes, fight an additional 10 minutes for parking, and then walk over.
It's a good like almost like a pub crawl, except this is a different kind of crawl. It's a smoke crawl.
But the train technically is across the street from the bench, and Cho's new place is one stop away across the street from the train.
One stop. All right.
Wow.
I'm just saying that anybody who wants to come in from the city, they meet me at the bench. They cross the street. They're at the bench. Then if they go one more stop and cross the street, they're at Cho's. I'm not saying I'm an enabler, but I am.
I love it. Well, I can't wait to get to both of these places, Chef Cho. Again, Kimchi Smoke you've had for a couple years. I'm trying to remember how long it's been.
It's already been 5-6 years, so it's, you know, time is just passing us by, and here we are, you know, doing our thing.
So and the focus of course, the name says a lot of it. What is Kimchi Smoke?
Kimchi Smoke, I mean, it first started off as more like Texas style barbecue with some Korean influence, but actually, you know, I've been experimenting with so many different other types of cuisines. I do sometimes Dominican, Filipino, and so it's not even necessarily Korean food or Korean inspiration. I think it's more where we are, New York, New Jersey. It's a melting pot. So I like to just say it's just like barbecue now. I mean, people know the name, but I don't really have to say it's Korean barbecue, which it really isn't, but it's still barbecue. And you know, it encompasses so many different other flavors and flavor profiles, cultures, and anything that I like to eat at the moment.
Nice. And even, of course, there is some kimchi that's used.
Definitely. I mean, you know, we will definitely have kimchi as a staple, as a side, or inside of a chonut, the brisket kimchi donut sandwich, the Cholander fries. I mean, those are things that we cannot get rid of.
Cholander fries, Tom.
I remember you talking. Now tell me about that. How does the chonut, the fries? Tell me about these.
Yeah, so the Cholander fries, you know, obviously for people who know, it's a play on Zoolander. You know, I like to call my fries ridiculously good. So it's like fries that are double fried. There's a Cajun seasoning. It has pulled pork or brisket, kimchi, sauteed kimchi, some melted cheese, some scallions, and our FatCho sauce. And people really like it.
I hear Matty likes it.
Yeah, I mean, he could finish the whole thing by himself. And to most people, I say it's like a meal for two. But Matty...
There's no need to share, Tom. I mean, look, really, there's no need to share. As Chef Cho knows, I don't share. Don't care. I don't feel it.
There's no need.
You want to order your own. I'm not sharing.
Well, I mean, once you saw Matty finish this, you were probably going to offer some kind of a prize or plaque on the wall if you finished it by yourself and then Matty just kills all those rules when those things happen, don't they?
Yes, yes. He would have too many awards.
No shame. There's no shame. Like, I think Rob hit it on the head too. That to just barbecue and there's things in there that you would put your eyebrow. My favorite things on the menu is the General Cho's taco, and again, something I can call some serious. Just the sweet, the savory. Like obviously everybody knows fried chicken sandwiches are all the rage. But you go here and you do the General Cho's tacos. I'm just telling you, like I said, all those different flavors come together on it, and everyone goes, dude, but those aren't traditional tacos. You know what I tell them? Don't keep more for me. Don't talk to me. Don't care. And then they have it. They're like, okay, I feel you now. These are amazing. Serving probably one, but I may or may not have done 2 servings. So again, don't judge me, but understand that that's how good this stuff is.
It sounds amazing, and we're so glad to be chatting with Chef Robert Cho tonight. And again, any questions for Chef Cho? Ask away down below. Maybe you've been there. Tell us about your experiences, and tell us down below also maybe what you're sipping, what you're drinking. What do you guys? Well, first of all, I see you have is it a local beer, Chef, that you're trying?
Yes, a new brewery that opened up in Westwood. It's called Five Dimes, and it's a hazy IPA. And interestingly enough, when I first started barbecuing like 8 years ago, I mean, I didn't really like IPAs, but my taste buds change every now and then. So these days, I like an IPA. And even in the beginning, the first time I was on, I didn't really like cigars too much, but Matty keeps bringing me these sticks. So slowly I'm becoming a cigar guy. I can't say I'm a connoisseur or aficionado yet, but I'm getting there. So I evolve. My taste evolves, and right now I'm drinking this, and and we'll see where the cigar thing goes.
What are you taking him, Matty? What are you introducing him to?
Well, the biggest thing. So we started off on pipe tobacco is very, very mild. So we started, like I said, I always starting people off mild. So we did stuff from Sweet Jane and everything else. So anything that comes from Deadwood has the pipe tobacco. So you get the sweet tobaccos. We gave them some of the SP 1014s from Sanj because they have that natural sweetness. And so I tell anybody that you bring to the fold, somebody who never drank before, you're not going to give them 151 rum and be like, hey, what do you think? You want to knock? They wake up 2 days later. So the way that you evolve, just like with anything else, everything on your palate, you kind of have to work with your palate to see, what you like, what you don't like, and the evolution begins from there. Palate's used to what your tastes are, and that's with everything: food, drink, cigars, and I think it's same across the board. So when you talk about that artisanship, I think that's why food and cigars and beverage go together so well, because it's all about the artistry that goes behind it and ever-evolving palate, right? I mean, that's really what it is. Your tastes change. It'll change depending on what you're drinking, eating, all these different dependencies.
Absolutely. What are you, Matty and Sanj, what are you all smoking there?
Today we are dropping the little SP 1014 Lancero action. I'm a Lancero fan.
Sanj, I see you have the same. You keep on finding more fans of that SP 1014, don't you?
Yes.
In fact, was it sold out for a while? I'm forgetting how that all worked out. Tell me about that.
So, January, we had 80 cigars. First week of April, we didn't have any cigars. Then 12,000 cigars came in. Within 2 weeks, it was gone. And it's got 110,000 cigars, and it's almost all gone.
Wow. Almost all gone.
Yeah.
That is.
It's cool to watch how it's going. All grassroots makes it really amazing. The fact that Sanj gets to look at the stuff that's being sold in Europe, stuff that's being sold in the Middle East. I mean, it's amazing. So when you have a product like that and see that people all around the world literally are appreciating it, I mean, what him and Chico have done is no less than amazing.
It's so amazing, and I always enjoy them. I did grab tonight. I was just thinking of something that had a little extra, because we're featuring Chef Cho and Kimchi Smoke. So I wanted to go for something with a lot of smoke to it. So I picked out the Pappy cigar, of course, the Family Reserve, and to pair with that, I found something local, a couple hours away from me. They make this at Hard Truth in Indiana. It is a aged whiskey that goes into a smoked barrel to give you a little extra smoke. So I'm bringing kind of a barbecue-like flavor here, just to wet my palate, to get excited about going. When I come back to see Matty and San, Chef, we're gonna come see you.
Definitely, hope so.
Yeah, we're gonna try a donut.
Definitely bring your stretchy.
Bring a stretchy back. Do it. Okay, so again, new place. Tell us about the new place. When I know you've had some soft openings. How does it differ from the other place?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to have an identical menu, so it's just, I'm going to try to stay away from our fried chicken, although it's very popular here.
Yeah.
The staffing issues are really difficult right now, so it might just be me in the kitchen. So the menu will be very limited, and I've been doing a test run with the burgers, so I might just do the burgers in Ridgewood. We'll have brisket and pastrami, and some of the more popular things, but it'll be different. It won't be the same thing for sure.
It'll be a little something different. If you've already enjoyed Kimchi Smoke, you can go to the Kimchi Smoke Shack.
I believe in reporting, right? It's important to me, like a newsman and everything else. So the most important thing for me is I've had one of Cho's burgers before, and Cho's been he knows my work hours. So the soft opens have been closing right before I get out. And he said, I've already had one of his burgers before, and it was phenomenal, but he felt that he had to tell me it was 10 times better. So I'm thinking about what an unemployment line might look like, just to consider having the burger. So I'm waiting for either bail out of work early, or do instead of the soft open, I'm going to do a soft close and bail out early to get one of those burgers down.
You're going to have to get there in time to get one.
He will. I mean, I'll wait for him. I mean, he could come, like you said, he could close the shop and just lock the door and make some special arrangements.
So Chef, there is a restaurant across from you, right? It's called Downtown Dava. We always go there.
Yes.
So we tell them that I say, we know the chef. My kids wants to go, but I said they don't have any vegetarian food, and we're all vegetarian. So Matty was telling me that you were whipping up some stuff for the kids, and I said absolutely. So most likely tomorrow you hear.
I mean, we have vegetarian options. We're not a vegan restaurant, but we have things like tofu and Brussels sprouts, cauliflower.
Yeah,
you can get kimchi fries. I mean, like I said, it has some fish sauce and some dairy, but we have something for everyone, I believe.
Good. So you see us tomorrow.
Okay.
With me.
Yeah, he's really gonna have to drag me, Rob. I'll be running in front of the car.
And if you come tomorrow, I mean, I'll give you a burger. I could possibly do it.
You know what? I have no plan. Look, here's my calendar. I have no plans. Plans are a burger.
They just changed.
Now
what are kimchi fries? Tell us about that.
Well, kimchi fries are similar to the Cholanda fries, except it doesn't have the meat. So have our loaded spice rub fries with barbecue sauce, sauteed kimchi, and cheese, but just no meat.
Right. And when it comes to barbecue and tofu, are there, for people that are vegetarians, like Sanj, any ideas for what we could do with tofu or something like that at home that would maybe be a little different?
I mean, my tofu right now is just steamed tofu, and honestly, it doesn't. There's nothing really to it, but I always say if you like vegetables or you like tofu, that's what you're gonna get, right? Like if you want like tomatoes, you eat a salad with tomatoes. So we don't really do anything to it. So I like tofu. Tofu and kimchi really go well together. So I believe you don't really have to make the tofu taste like chicken or pork or barbecue. It's just just something for other people who want to maybe eat healthy whilst their companions or friends are eating barbecue.
Right. Experience something a little different. Yeah, absolutely. And again, I see so many good people watching. Tracy, Charlie, everyone. Say that again, Matty.
We definitely see tomorrow.
Yes.
Gotta
Yeah,
make
no,
stuff
I
already.
love it.
I see
I'd come by
the
too.
sign. Staying? Yeah.
Ask any questions to Chef Cho that you might want to ask about barbecue, about his new place. Of course, you may have seen Chef has been on TV on a number of occasions. Even a few years ago, Chef, you have the title of beating Bobby Flay, don't you?
No, not I did not beat Bobby Flay.
Oh, you didn't beat him.
No, I beat the first round guy.
Okay, well, we're just going to tell everybody you did. I think we may have mistyped that. Tell
So
me
maybe
tell me about the
won't say I
competition
beat
then.
him.
Tell me about the competition.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, Bobby Flay is one of those guys I grew up watching, and then I wasn't even cooking back then, and
Yeah,
then to have an opportunity to possibly face him,
yeah.
I mean, I had to really. It was like a dream come true. Just going from a TV guy, then facing him across the kitchen was just, it was a little intimidating, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm still waiting for a rematch.
You may have a rematch. What was the dish that you all faced off on?
It was a version of my chonut. I mean, I couldn't bring my smoked brisket, so the closest thing I could come up with was a Monte Cristo, which was like a sweet and savory dish with some chicken, some ham, some egg, some kimchi, and I think I had a little problems executing it, and he ultimately ended up beating me 2-1. But I think in a rematch, I could definitely take him, and my chicken has come a long way since then. So I'm waiting. Bobby Flay, if you're watching, I'll beat you. I'll kill you, man.
Yep.
It could just happen, a rematch. Now, if you went back? What would be the dish that you would want to compete on?
I mean, I'm really confident. If we just did a straight, like a spicy fried chicken sandwich, I think it's just about executing in different flavors and different textures, and that's what I would like to go with. Just a straight
spicy fried chicken.
I mean, obviously it won't be straight, but it's just something that I'm sure he's made 1,000 times, and something that I've made 1,000 times now. So it'd be like an even match.
I love it. Well, without giving away any secrets you have, as far as I love spicy fried chicken sandwiches as well. Any tips for? I mean, we want to come have yours, but any tips for cooking a spicy fried chicken at home?
Yeah, I mean, I just think you got to start with a good piece of meat, and you don't want to do too much to it. I think it's just a matter of having the right level of salt. Or you could just, I like buttermilk, and if you want to put some hot sauce in it, it's really up to you. But for me, it's about the chicken tasting like chicken, and then it's just crispy and still juicy inside. And then I have my slaw, which I believe is my secret weapon, to give a little acidic crunch to it, which really balances everything out. But, like, to me, like, you take a piece of chicken, you dip it in buttermilk, you have a flour dredge, and you fry it. It's not that hard, just like a burger. I mean, I don't really know what the secret to cooking burgers are. It's just you get a good piece of meat, you grill it, put a little salt, some cheese, and that's it.
I like it. I like how there's not really a secret, or if there is, he's being very innocent about this answer. He's not telling us.
Like I said, his food is no joke, and when you can kind of cross the gambit with all the different types of food, there's not a lot of times you could go into a place and get a General Cho's taco, and then go have then being able to get the bulgogi and be literally wowed out by both of them, right? Because they're two very, very different things, but they're both so amazing. And and the fact that Rob does it so well, I highly suggest anybody who comes into the area, come on down with me. We've brought a lot of people in already. We've never brought anybody that didn't want more before they left, and everybody wants to come back. So I don't know where to start. Like I said, if you're into the bacon and the pork belly, absolutely off the hook. Every now and then, Rob does this beef belly, and I believe it's the Shanghai beef belly.
Excuse me?
Shanghai style, you call it, the beef belly?
No, the beef belly is just the regular beef belly, but I do put my sweet and spicy gochu glaze, which is people love the gochu glaze, which goes on General Cho's. I should just call it the General Cho sauce, which I put on the pork belly, the ribs, the chicken, and it just goes great.
It all sounds delicious. I can't wait to try it and to experience the talent.
Sounds
the
amazing.
plate.
It's that crispiness on the top, like chicharrones. But and you know what? You would think after eating a pound of it, I'd stop, and I usually don't.
You keep going.
Actually, going up while I'm sitting there. Don't care. Just keep going. And Rob, let them know you sell the sauces there too. So I've picked up bottles for people that live around the country that love the sauce. And like I said, if you're looking for something that's a little bit different, like I said, that really brings the sweet and savory flavors together in a barbecue style, it's with just that little bit of Asian fusion to it. I got to tell you that the sauce is absolutely ridiculous. And Rob just said it. It's for chicken, it's for beef, it's for the pork belly. It goes on literally anything, and it definitely enhances whatever you eat, 100%.
Sounds delicious. So you sell the sauce. You sell the sauce online too, or just at your place, or?
I sell our FatCho sauce online. The gochu glaze, we don't mass produce it. It's a little time consuming. It's quite expensive, so I haven't really mass produced it yet. But if someone wanted, I could ship it to them. Everything for a cost, a price. They want to pay for it. I'll send you some gochu glaze if you're out there.
You want it? Just trust me.
But otherwise, the sauce is that address. Is that right?
The barbecue sauce, yeah. So
barbecue. All right, so you got to try some of that, no matter where you are. If you're in the neighborhood, if you get there close by, check out Kimchi Smoke or Kimchi Smoke Shack.
Yes,
you got to check out what he's doing. Can't wait to get back there and to experience it. And again, the new the Smoke Shack will be open fully in the next month or so, or
I say sometime by September.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were mentioning earlier, I think it's always, go ahead, Matty.
There's too many soft openings. He's not going to have any product left for a full open. So I'm just guys, listen, you want to make sure you're there so I don't eat it out. And I just got Rob, Chef Tracy from San Diego just said hello. Hello.
And I think hey, look, we have to say this past week, it was Matty Rock's birthday. So happy belated to Matty.
Thank you.
I see where Maui Ozzy is wishing you happy birthday there.
What's up there, dog?
Yeah, so and Charlie is seeing Matty Rock getting hungry as well.
He's kidding.
Charlie, pick a day, Charlie. Come on. Bring that Kiever guy down with you. Bring the Kiever guy down. Tracy, what's up there, boo-boo?
Hey.
Tracy, always good to have you watching. I think, as we were mentioning earlier, just briefly, it's always important as we're speaking to someone who is so well respected, who's done such a wonderful job in the restaurant industry, like yourself, Chef Cho. Challenges, absolutely. Challenges that restaurant industry is still facing, that you're facing, and what's ahead. I mean, give us a little insight just so we can all understand.
I think the biggest challenge right now might be this the employee shortage. I don't know where everyone went. I mean, I think every restaurant has shortages. I mean, there are some bigger restaurants that have they hog them all up, but I know some restaurants are closing because of staffing issues. And even right now, that's why I'm delaying, because I have 2 restaurants and I don't know how I could staff both restaurants. And I don't know if this is a future where the robots come in and start making fries and chicken sandwiches. I don't know, but it just seems right now that is the biggest thing, is people don't want to work. And
right.
I don't get it.
Right. And any tips that you found helpful for other restaurateurs listening in? Anything that you found helpful, that you've heard, as far as finding the right employees?
It is hard. I mean, right now, if you have some good ones, you got to definitely hold on to them. And even that's why if I get a person who's been at another restaurant or something, I would wonder, well, why is he looking for work? So that's also a question, because it could be a problem person. Because if you're a good employee, if you're a good cook, why would anyone let you walk? So that's my philosophy, unless, they moved from California But if they're in this area and they've been at 5 restaurants in 5 years, I think that's a sign. And for me, just during the pandemic and now, just I have to make sure that I'm able to do everything that's whether it's cooking or cleaning or doing dishes, doing front of house. I mean, I just have to be able to do it in case I'm shorthanded or someone doesn't show up.
Yeah. And we hope this won't. We hope this won't continue. We hope it'll get better for you guys. Hopefully, you think in the next 3-6 months, do you feel like it'll be better?
It could be. I mean, right now I guess the recession and things like that, and inflation, and so sooner or later people have to start working. I don't know how they could afford things. So I think maybe in a couple months, the job market should pick up. That's the way I look at it. But right now it's slow, it's hot, and but I think in a couple months people should be like scrambling for jobs again, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
About it, I feel people who during the world away money and the money that was handed out, especially with inflation, people are going to go through it much quicker than originally anticipated. So I do believe people are going to start back to the workforce in the next 6 months, make everybody else's work cheaper. Although Joe keeps ignoring my resume. All it says on my resume is "will work for food," but he'll go out of business. He'll go out of business with me. I mean, we know what happens when it works for food. It's bad.
That's the best resume to get right there.
Yes.
It says, like, that's not a resume, man. Like, it is. I'll work.
Well, you may be getting some calls now, Matt.
Maybe.
Could happen. I might fall into that category as well. Hey, I see a question from Randy. Thanks for watching, Randy. Does Chef Robert ever do any competitions? Will we see any competitions?
I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, I've definitely done a lot of competitions in the past. And these days, I guess because I'm a little short-staffed, it's hard for me to leave the restaurant as much as I would like to do some competitions or food shows. But if there's something, I am a competitive guy, so every now and then I feel like I need to get out there and just show people what I could do.
Because what I've been trying, I wanted him to work in one of the barn smokers, but there's only one shown. So I've been spending my money on a cloning process, so I'm going to get Rob to come to one of the barn smokers. Check it out.
Yes.
See if I could get him out there and cook for the troops, because, like I said, artisan stuff, obviously part of cigars, beverages, and definitely his expertise. I mean, we're looking forward to it. So he either needs to find help or I need to find more money into to how I can clone DNA. Either or. Probably be cheaper, but the cloning thing's kind of cool.
I can imagine it would be some amazing compliment to some cigars. The food. It sounds like it would be delicious. Really does. Well, hey, everybody, it's so good to have so many. I see so many great people watching tonight, and thank you all for liking this, sharing this, whether you're watching now or later. It's nice to see Matty and Sanj on the back porch there. It's been a little while since we've seen you guys joining us from the porch there, hasn't it?
Hey, look, so far there haven't been, everyone's heard about Jersey mosquito, so far nothing's picked Sanj off and flown away with him yet. So it's pretty good. Breeze where we're not dying. So the last 2 or 3 days, Mother Nature has been playing nice. So we're happy to get an evening where we can hang out. Tom, are you inside or stuck outside? What do we got?
I'm outside, and we're finally getting some nicer weather. Of course, as we were mentioning, just some horrible floods not too far away. Some of the most devastating floods to ever see Kentucky. We're about 3.5-4 hours away from me, so we are certainly thinking of all those folks. And we put on social media on Bourbon Blog ways that you can help support that. And we were just hoping that Mother Nature doesn't continue to kick us all over like it has, but we're glad to have a good night. We can all be sitting outside having a nice cigar, and looking forward to seeing all of you soon. And again, kimchismoke.com is the place to go there to find the barbecue sauce, to order it online, to learn all the great things that Chef Robert Cho does. there in Westwood, New Jersey. And the other location, where New Jersey is it again?
Ridgewood, New Jersey.
Ridgewood.
Yes.
Ridgewood, really close by. And we'll know that if anybody makes a trip to the bench, the Shack ought to be part of that journey too.
It should be a thing, right?
All 100%. And Rob, let everybody know where they can find you on social media, on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, so both is at Kimchi Smoke and at Robert Austin Cho. I hope to, connecting with some new people. Matty has introduced me to a lot of cigar people, and I'm looking forward to doing more stuff like cigar events, and it's definitely cigars and barbecue, bourbon, beer, all that stuff. It goes hand in hand, and I think we can do some really great stuff in the coming months.
And you like a little bourbon too, don't you?
I do. I mean, my sauce, the FatCho sauce, used to be called the bourbon chipotle sauce, but I got rid of the bourbon to make it a little bit more gluten friendly, I guess you could say. But I used to put a little bourbon in it to give a little bit of that smokiness, a little sweetness. And the other thing I've been getting into lately is it's amazing that it took me so many years, but I finally had an old fashioned. So that's a drink that I think I'm going to start really experimenting more with as well.
I could see you doing something that would be, and again, first of all, that Chipotle, with or without bourbon, I love Chipotle. I think that sounds beautiful. But I could see you doing something that would bring the barbecue theme infused with maybe even something that has a barbecue sauce, tincture, or even bitter in that old fashioned. We'll have to brainstorm together.
Yeah, and that one will be called the Cho fashion.
The Cho
I'll have the Cho fashion.
I'll have that Cho fashion.
Shaken, not stirred. Look,
I
Tom,
like it.
10% on that one. 10%.
Yes, we'll claim it now.
And not for nothing, you see where we're sitting outside this evening. So something that we're looking on doing a little bit later here at Sanj's is to have Chef Rob come down with some of our other friends like Ed and Sean. Before the year's out, we're going to do a charity event, a big charity event here. We're going to have a little bit of a cook-off. So we're all working on dates. We got to make sure that that Rob and company actually have people, so there's somebody to actually show up and run events and be able to cook and keep restaurants open. So I want everybody to know now and today that keep your eyes and ears open. That's something that we're going to start thinking about working on. And we're looking towards the end of fall when the temperatures are still nice. Like I said, as you can tell up above, this is all covered. Even if it gets a little bit chilly, there's heat lamps, and you can have a solid 250 people here. Have a nice little powwow over here.
That sounds incredible. Great space for that. That will be amazing.
100%. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Looking forward to all this. And again, follow Robert Austin Cho, the chef, there on social media at Kimchi Smoke, or look for him under Chef Robert Austin Cho, and go to kimchismoke.com. Everyone, what a pleasure. It's been a little while since we've seen you, since we've had you on Cigar Saturday. So good to have you back, Chef.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Always a good time talking smoke, bourbon, beer.
It can't get much better than that.
Can't get much better than that.
No, you got it. You got it.
Tomorrow will be about burgers. So
I think they've cleared their schedule.
Another B, a good burger. Yes.
Another B. That's right.
Tune in while I go rip into some of those burgers. 100%.
He'll be waiting with it with a burger for you. Good stuff, everybody. Well, thanks everyone for watching Cigar Saturday. Like this, share it. We really appreciate you all continuing to watch us. And Matty, any updates for what's coming up that we should know about?
Well, first and foremost for events, as my Barn Smoker clan know, and if you don't, I'm telling you now, barnsmoker.com. I have Connecticut coming up in 2 weeks. For Connecticut, it's going to be a big event. You have the Friday night dinner and a full event on Saturday and a full event on Sunday. After that, you have Kentucky coming up. And then after Kentucky, you have the Savage Feast coming up at the end of October, out right outside of Dallas. And the cool part of the event is being hosted at what they actually filmed the show Dallas at. And if you're not like I am, go look it up. If you are old, you shake your head. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. So looking forward to that. We're working on doing some smaller events and anything else. So some of my local folks out there, if there's anything you're looking to put together that requires sticks and stuff from Sanj, so we could do hostings or beverage hostings with Tom, or a little barbecue or burger showdown with Chef Cho, let us know. Reach out to us. We're here, and that's probably, we couldn't be happier to see all the doors being opened back up and the ability to do events again and get to be around everybody else's company again. So good news all around the horn on that.
That's right. Reach out to us. We'd love to help you with all those things, and we'll look forward to more barn smokers and more great times.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Much love, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you all next week. Much love.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Good to see
All
you,
right.
Chef. Matty,
Peace.
Sanj, cheers.
Hallelujah.
Salud.
Good night.